Hi guys and welcome back to the channel. Today we are bringing our Fascist UK run to its grand finale. Naturally, if you haven't watched them yet, make sure to check out the previous parts of this run to see exactly how we got to this point. I will also include a link to the playlist in the description of the video. And actually we already control everything we need for our ultimate fascist empire. We will be able to core our dominions, the USA and most of Europe. But for that to happen, we also need to wait until we can complete the Imperial Federation and the Imperial Conference focuses. And we still have some time before that. Now, we could just chill peacefully until then, but then we wouldn't be a proper fascist galactic empire, would we? So what we are going to do instead is invade other countries and take their freedom. And we're going to start with the USSR, although probably they are pretty short on freedom already. Now, before we start, as usual, if you're enjoying the content I make, please do not forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps. Also, feel free to let me know in the comments if you have any doubts or suggestions for further improvements. Now, that's all for the introduction, so let's get into our initial setup. And actually, we already set up the army in the previous video, but let me recap briefly what we did.
Yes, sir!
So we decided to assign one of the offensive armies to the area of Lithuania, and after that they will go after Latvia and Estonia and possibly push to Leningrad from here. Our second offensive army is pushing this weird Polish puppet that was created, but of course if you don't have it in your run it's the same. It's just like the Soviet Union. They will push to the area of Minsk, then probably we will go to Smolensk and eventually to Moscow. The third army is pushing the southern part of the Soviet Union. Oh, well, this is Ukraine now. So Vinnytsia and then Kiev, then probably Odessa. And finally we go into Crimea, Rostov and eventually Stalingrad. As for the defensive armies, we assign them to protect the front against the Soviet Union. As you can see, we are a bit above the limit, so as soon as we get a few more puppet divisions, we're actually going to create a third puppet army and probably assign them to the protection of Crimea. So we assigned them, but they are not in position yet, so we're going to wait for a little bit until they get where they should. Let me also get rid of all of these stupid notifications. And now, something else that came up in the comments as well is, as you can see, we already have the possibility to reduce the autonomy of some of our subjects. However, we are a bit short on political power. Now, you can, if you get these events, you can reduce the autonomy of your puppets or dominions, but be careful because we do need to have enough political power for the Imperial Conference. That's the absolute priority. So in this particular run, I'm not going to spend any political power. We're going to play it safe so that we have the political power we need for the conference. And then we're going to annex our dominions only after the conference. Now, let's also make sure that we assigned all planes. Yeah, basically we did. And they should be split between our two main offensive armies, these two areas. Actually, I think we need them a bit less against Lithuania. We may need them a bit more in the south. So let's assign a bit more to the third army. Okay. And naturally, we already have a claim on the Soviet Union, which we got through our focuses, but we don't have one on Lithuania. So after attacking the Soviet Union, we're going to start the justification.
Yes, sir!
And for the Soviet Union, I really just want my units to be in position and to have full planning.
All in! All in! All in! All in! Ready! Attention! All in!
Okay, I would say we can go. So, war on the Soviet Union. I expect this war to be fairly challenging, but let's see how it goes. And let's immediately start justifying on Lithuania as well. I think we can start both offensives down here and see how it goes. I expect them to struggle a little bit, at least at first. And also, they haven't called Poland yet, but they will. I believe our planes are still getting in position. It's another reason why we are struggling a bit more with the first push. Oh my god. Please disable these notifications. That's another... I didn't mention it in the last video, but another big reason not to make several puppets is to avoid this thing every time you start a war. They have a lot of divisions in here.
Yes, sir! Yes, sir!
Okay, we got a claim on Lithuania, so let's go right away. This will also create a wider front for the Soviet Union to take care of. But we also want to justify a claim on Latvia immediately. Let's go.
Pushing them back, sir!
Okay, Lithuania is already down. We want to get ready for Latvia, though we will take a little bit longer to get the claim, so maybe in the meantime we can help the push here a little bit more. Let me see how much longer. Yeah, not that much, but
Ready!
enough to distract the Soviet Union a bit more. And also I will stop the push down here because we are suffering. So we do want to take that. And we are going to. I heard the collaboration government being completed. I hate that I didn't get the notification. I don't think we can get another collaboration government, to be honest. I think the war will be over before that, but just in case we are going to start spying on them.
Attention!
Okay, they also declare war on Finland. Hopefully Finland would not join any faction. I don't want other people to be involved into this.
Yes, sir!
Here it's going well, but at this point I would also like to prepare for Latvia. Which means we also need to stop this push, because now front is a bit wider. Of course, the defensive units got completely messed up. You need to reassign them periodically, because they do have the tendency to get completely messed up. Also plan this southern push again. That's hopeless, but that's okay. Let's claim Estonia as well.
Keep on moving. Fall back. Yes, sir.
Okay, I think I will go after Latvia right away. Got the planning, I think we can go. How are we doing in terms of air superiority? It's alright. It could be better, but we didn't assign these guys, so that's important. Start pushing here, but I really don't want you to push there. Why are you pushing there?
Pushing them back, sir.
No. Not pushing there.
Ready. Attention.
Okay, Latvia's already down. Very good.
Yes, sir.
Got an encirclement here. No, they are retreating.
Attention.
How long before we get this? More days.
Ready.
Now, if we can get to Pskov, it would be convenient. We get a bit more supplies in there. And as I expected, this war is pretty tough. I think our casualties are very high already. Yeah, 74,000. It's pretty high casualties. Soviet Union is putting up a fight. That's good. Some challenge is welcome at this point. There is some potential for encirclement here. Not the easiest one to get, but we can try to rush Gomel and see. Oh, they actually annexed Estonia, so we don't need to take it from... what was it, Latvia? Yeah, Estonia. So we can actually take it directly at this point. We don't need to wait for any claim. But I don't think they are ready with their divisions in there, so we can probably take it very fast. Okay, we got a first encirclement in here. It's very nice. Okay, this will really help. This and the next technology, the next doctrine will really help our divisions push a bit better. I cannot even see my technologies because of these guys. Okay, another nice encirclement here. Here we also get some support from our navy.
All in!
Okay, it's time to stop the offensives and reorganize a little bit.
Ready!
We are doing well. Probably with fairly high casualties, but we are doing well. They have higher casualties anyway.
Ready, sir! Attention! Ready!
Now, of course, we're also pushing in winter, which is great. As you know, pushing the Soviet Union in winter is a very smart thing to do.
Attention!
You know, we can afford it. Now, can we make another collaboration government? In a bit.
All in! All in!
I think we do need to get a couple more supply hubs for the push to Moscow. Moscow is always a bit tough to push. If we can go all the way to Bryansk, that would be great.
Ready!
And here we can try to go all the way to Kharkov maybe. And Rostov, something like this.
Ready, sir! Attention!
Okay, I think we can create another army now.
Yes, sir! Ready, sir! Yes, sir! Attention! Ready!
I will start preparing this army in the southern part of the Soviet Union, and they will take care of the Crimea border later on. Don't have a chance to get Gomel right now, right? Also, I expect the air superiority to improve over time. I'm pretty sure that our planes are doing very well. Yeah, look at this. Getting better and better. Very good. Oh, we did forget something here, but we can easily take care of that.
Yes, sir. Ready, sir. Ready, sir.
Okay, I will start the last collaboration government. I'm actually curious to see if we can get it or not. But if you can in your run, I would suggest starting it. I mean, worst case scenario, if you get stuck with the Soviet Union somewhere, the collaboration government is going to help a lot. Moreover, if you get 3 collaboration governments, instead of puppeting the Soviet Union, you can also annex them and then release them as a collaboration government, which is actually better. So you also have that option. That option itself might make it worth it waiting. It depends on how close you are to winning. So we will check a bit later and decide.
Attention.
And I think we can start at least this offensive for sure. Okay, this is going much better. This is something I like to see. Let's say the wise way to play this war would be to wait until the end of winter, get the 3rd collaboration government, and then it would be a much smoother invasion. But we're trying to rush it. I will also start this one. This will be a much tougher offensive.
Attention.
I think we can also go for the 3rd one. Get out of my way. Almost tempted to call all of them into the war, but no. I don't want to share war score. Do I have a lot of divisions protecting Leningrad? Makes sense.
Ready. Ready. Ready, sir. Ready.
Toughest part of the push-up here, the area of Leningrad. Without supplies, it was very tough.
Ready.
But this will really help.
Ready. Attention. Mount.
I think we can try another encirclement here. And I can see another possible one here, though we don't have units in here, so that's more problematic. Oh, I did not pay attention to Crimea. We got all of Crimea without me even noticing. Yeah, that's very good though. We can assign these guys to this area.
Yes,
And we can rearrange these units a little bit because I don't actually want to push necessarily from here. I'd rather push from Kharkov, Rostov to the area of Voronezh and Stalingrad. So let's go for something like this. Considering that we do want Rostov. We do need to find a solution for this Leningrad push because we're struggling a lot here. Or maybe not that much. Okay, 3 civilian factories. At this point, since we don't have the Soviet Union yet, we could be upgrading some of the infrastructures at the border to help with supplies. But another thing that I would suggest doing is investing in your dominions so that their autonomy will be a lot lower later. And infrastructures are a good choice because if we want to build more later on, we will already have the infrastructures to do so. So I will start developing Canada. If they have resources, it's even better. Let's do a bit of South Africa as well. Actually, all of it. I will also do all of Australia. And we're out of manpower, which is not great. But after taking down the Soviet Union, we'll be fine. Actually, most of the manpower, yes, we had some casualties, but yeah, fair amount to be honest. But most of the manpower is gone into the occupation, unfortunately. So until we take care of the Soviet Union, we cannot really fix that problem. And I don't want to use the political power for that. So we're going to struggle a bit with manpower, but that's alright. It will be fine. Do need to close this encirclement post.
Keep on moving.
Still haven't taken
Move out.
Leningrad. Very tough.
Move out. All in.
Okay, we're getting it now. Nice. Will improve things massively up here.
All in. Ready. Move out. All in. All in. Move out. Ready.
Can actually give them some time now to reorganize. And then we may want to push a little bit more up here, but not that much. And I don't know what's going to happen with Finland. Let's see if we get a wide peace between the Soviet Union and Finland, or if they continue the war.
Ready.
That's not going to help you much.
Ready. Ready. Attention.
And these units, it's quite a lot of them.
Taking cover. Attention.
and reorganize a little bit.
Yes, sir.
So we do want to take Moscow, of course. And Moscow is definitely not going to be enough, so we will need, but let's start with that. Then we will need to go all the way to Yaroslav for sure.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Attention.
I mean, here, if they are not careful, we can get an encirclement.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Attention. Yes, sir. Attention.
Quite a bit of divisions that they're losing here. That's good.
Fall in.
And we basically freed this army because now there is no point in pushing further up here. No victory points. So at this point, this army, we're going to reassign it, and we're going to use only the puppets to defend this area.
Attention.
These puppets. Easily defend all the way down here, so these guys can help. See, the main push that I want is here. Oh, we got Stalingrad as well. Let's check the war score. Okay, they are not that close to giving up. And how close are we to getting the collaboration government? 79 days. You know what? Maybe worth it. Maybe worth waiting. Well, the war didn't go very well. I think if the war goes well, you can end them before the collaboration government. But as I said, having a collaboration government is actually pretty convenient. So we need to push here though, because we're lacking supplies, so we need to get to Moscow. They are starting to lock units. The encirclements are working. We need to lose Rostov. Okay, I need to reassign these guys. Oh, nice. Moscow is down. Very important.
Yes, sir. Move out. Attention.
And we lost Moscow.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Attention.
It's not time for spearheads anymore now.
Yes, sir. Fall in.
Rostov.
Ready. Ready, sir.
Let's see if we can get this done now, because uniting these two fronts would really help. as well as closing this one. So let's see. Also, let's see the worst score. Okay, Soviet Union is pretty solid. Do we share a lot with Finland? That's my question, because I don't want to share war score with Finland. It's okay. Not too bad. So they are not going for the white piece in this case. It's okay. Not ideal, but it's okay.
Yes, sir. Move out. Yes, sir. Ready, sir. Ready, sir. Ready. Ready.
Now the big advantage here is now we have another defensive army that we can deploy on basically the entire front. These guys are not trained, so we need to be careful not to use them too much, but...
Ready, sir.
I think the Soviet Union is done. "26 days, that's perfect actually. I think it's perfect timing. So I'll actually make a save and I will use this to test a couple of things because for a while I have been wanting to test the difference between annexing, puppeting, and creating a collaboration government after annexation. We're going to check which one works best.
All in.
I think what we have is enough to win the war as soon as the collaboration government is done. Just in case we're going to prepare some pushes.
Ready.
And here we can stop. Okay, I will make a save now just before the collaboration government, and I might actually cover this in a different video though, because this may be a bit time consuming. Also, I don't want to reload the game too much. So for now, what we're going to do is we're going to annex them and create the collaboration government, I think. Let's see how that goes. Yeah, and this worked perfectly. Okay, very nice. Now, the annoying thing about Finland is they don't have enough war score to take anything, but this will make the peace conference a lot longer. Now, first of all, we want to puppet Lithuania and Latvia because we do not have any choices, alternative choices there. Also Mongolia, also Tanatuva. I don't know if the Soviet Union doesn't have cores here, but that's probably okay. So... and there is also this bit of Poland, by the way. And let's also puppet Poland. And no, not Estonia. Lithuania, yes. Lithuania, yes. Okay. So first of all, let's go for something like this. And then we annex the Soviet Union. Oh, we do have enough points. Nice. It's fine, although I, for some reason, cannot take the resource rights and war reparations anymore. I hope one day they do fix the peace conference, because if you just don't do it in the perfect order, for some reason you can no longer take resource rights and war reparations. It's not very important because it's Latvia and Lithuania, so not a lot of resources. Most of the resources are indeed in the Soviet Union. Okay, let's confirm. And now, if we did everything correctly, we should be able to release the Soviet Union as a collaboration government, if I remember how to do that, which may not be the case. Not the message I'm waiting for. Well, in either case, we also want to invest now in Vladivostok, and we want to improve the bottlenecks of the supply hub in Vladivostok as well. We cannot do that yet, though. And we want to prepare a naval invasion of Japan. So let's prepare our fleet. Actually, I will not send the fleet there, otherwise they will kill my units with attrition. I will send them here. But another very important thing to do at this point is unblock the Mediterranean Sea regions, so that our navy can actually go there faster, I believe. Or maybe they will take the same time, but... why though? Because we need maybe one day to realize that you can go there. Let's see. So where are you going from? Okay, they are going from the Mediterranean. Okay. Now they know. Now they know that they can do it. That's very cool. And for the naval invasion, we can use any of our divisions. Let's see if there is, if they took a lot of casualties. But actually, the field hospital is amazing. And see, we got immediately the manpower back now. And it will be better, of course, after we release the Soviet Union as a collaboration government. So while we take Japan, we have some freedom. We don't have much to do. And I thought, why not? We can take Yugoslavia, Romania, and Bulgaria, so we complete the conquest of the Balkans. And then, why not taking Spain and Portugal as well? So for the rest of the run, since we still have some time before the Imperial Conference, we can go after these other European countries. So I will keep this guy around here. I do want this collaboration government to trigger, though. Okay, so I will send the third army to Vladivostok with the idea of invading Japan, and I will use one army at the border with Yugoslavia, but not with Hungary. Like here, and we're going to push Yugoslavia with this army. And then we're going to use another army at the border with Romania. And I don't know exactly how much will be back to the Soviet Union when we create a collaboration government, but in the meantime, we'll prepare for that. Now, we want to justify these claims, actually one claim on Yugoslavia, because Romania will join automatically. While at war with Japan, but we don't want to start a war while at war with Japan, otherwise they will join the Japanese faction, and then China will take them from us, because they will have most of the war score, which is not great. Now these guys are going, meaning I can cancel this command and start planning the naval invasion. We're going for groups of 2 from Vladivostok to the area of Kyoto. This harbor here is our primary goal.
Ready! Ready, sir! Attention! All in!
Okay, something like this should work. Oh, there we go. So the provisional government of the Soviet Union, and I think we can do this. Let's quickly check what this does to our factories. I think we probably lose some, but I'm not entirely sure. 90k, 688. Big decision. Come on, game. You can do it. Good. You okay? You are okay. Yeah, so we do lose in terms of factories. We do gain a lot in terms of manpower. Of course, this is our puppet, and we can also get a fair amount of resources from them. But I'm not entirely sure about this, what happens if we puppet plus resources. But this should be better. And now we can import from them as a subject, I believe, as well. Also, it should be fairly easy to annex them later on if we want to. Where are they? Ah, here, British Russia. Okay, so it's easy to annex them. Ah, no, look at this. Okay, we got back to 660 factories, so it's just a little bit less factories than we get from annexing them. But we don't need to waste units on garrisons, so that's why collaboration governments puppets are very, very good. And you also get most of the resources from them. You can import them at much more convenient rates. 80 for one civilian factory. That's very good. That's very good. Stop importing from Malaya. Well, not entirely apparently. Or maybe we can just get 2 here. Why does it feel like this game is so bugged right now? Well, I do need to do this again. It's fine. And as I said, as soon as possible, we want to upgrade the bottlenecks in Vladivostok, so let's increase the militarization priority. Now, free military factories is another thing, another matter, because I really don't know what to produce anymore at this point. We can do for sure is we can upgrade the MIOs here. That's always useful. But other than producing upgraded F2 and C2, for tanks we need some additional researches, and in any case we'll get them a bit too late. So yeah, not much that we can produce. I will increase the production of everything. Feel free to produce something else if you want. Oh no, this is a bit too much. But production is pretty much free at this point.
Yes, sir.
And I'm going to prepare one army for puppet army for Spain as well, just in case. And the other ones are pretty much free, so we are going to set them up around here. Okay, and I got the border with Romania right, at least. Great. Oh. Okay. Now, do not forget with focuses to take, develop the Raj and Indian autonomy, otherwise India will not accept the Imperial Conference. That's very important.
Shin. Yes, sir.
And these guys will take a while to get to Japan. By the way, let's fabricate a claim on Japan. Japan is a major, so it doesn't take very long to get a claim. But we should do it now. I don't know what to produce. Let's say that we want a lot of new anti-air. Sure.
Attention!
Now, I feel pretty confident about our political power. I think we have enough. So I will decrease the autonomy of the dominions. So Australia, Canada, New Zealand, and South Africa. India is also doing very well, so we will not have a problem with India. By decreasing the autonomy, well, you do get more factories, so of course that's convenient. But especially we get a better idea of what we need to develop the most later on to decrease their autonomy. So it is a good idea. And in any case, we get an additional 120 political power when we select hold the Imperial Conference. So we do have a little bit of margin.
Ready!
Yeah, there we go. 3 civilian factories. I will keep improving the dominions. Now, New Zealand is usually annoying because there isn't much that you can build in New Zealand, so I will build air bases and maybe some anti-air. Just to decrease the autonomy, of course. Those things are not useful. And by the way, in dominions you cannot build... oh, no, you can, actually. You can build military factories. Yeah, never mind. So I'm going to build military factories instead. And let me do that again. So, in addition to infrastructures, we can also now build military factories in New Zealand and maybe in Australia. Not that we need them particularly, to be honest, since we don't know what to produce anymore. But, in case you do want to go for tanks or some other templates that you like, you can. You might be wondering why don't we research tanks since we do have the technologies to do so. And the reason is that after we are done with these remaining wars, we control basically almost all of the world. And for the remaining parts of the world that we do not control, if you ever wanted to go for a full world conquest, tanks are not the best solution anyway. You would be better off probably with marines or some or mountaineers or some dedicated templates to take care of these low supply regions. Tanks are really good against the majors, but not good in... wait, what? Okay, sure. What? Why? Which claim did we not use? Let's not ask questions. This game is weird. Now, this is the claim that we wanted on Japan. But my divisions are not in position yet, so I'm going to wait a little bit longer.
Attention!
Look at the Italians. Faster. How did they get here before us? Okay, now we can start to war against Japan. In any case, Japan cannot do anything to us. And while we're at war with Japan, we can start justifying on Yugoslavia. And then later on we'll do Spain as well. You know, because of that weak foreign policy, we did lose some war support, but not too much about it. What we want is now our fleet to cover Sea of Japan.
All in.
Keep investing in the dominions. Let's keep lowering their autonomy.
All in.
Okay, we got the organization. Let's start the naval invasion
Attention.
of Japan. By the way, all of this is entirely optional. Let's just be clear about that. You don't need to invade Japan. You don't need to invade other European countries. We already have everything we need for the Imperial Conference and for Fascist EU. So technically in Japan it would be slightly better to extend the war a little bit so that you can get a little bit more war score versus China. But we are just going to take them down fast.
Attention.
I'll also develop India a little bit. Ideally, we want to claim on Spain before taking down Japan, if you do want to go after Spain. But that's perfect because we already got our claim on Yugoslavia. Remember not to declare war on them yet. Let's justify on Spain and let's rush Japan because now we need Japan to go down before our claim on Yugoslavia expires.
Move out. Yes, sir. All in. Move out. Move out. Ready. Attention. Move out. Ready, sir. Move, move, move.
Japan is sending some divisions back. As you know, the invasion of Japan is never really difficult.
Attention. Ready. Yes, sir.
If you want to do things well, you should check which dominion has the highest autonomy and you should invest in them in particular. Can we annex Italy, by the way? Yeah, we can annex Italy, not yet actually, a bit later. I'm not going to do this yet. So dominions. Yes, okay. India will be fine. Because India is already one down. Reichskommissariat is the next one. It's already lower than anyone else. Now South Africa, Canada, and New Zealand and Australia, they're more or less all at the same place. So let's invest in all of them. Oh, come on, Japan. Why do we have to be annoying right
Yes,
now?
sir. Fall in.
And Nagasaki should end the war. Okay, perfect. Actually, I think we got a slightly higher war score than usual. Not much higher, but slightly higher. So, doesn't matter much what you do here, but I will prioritize my home in Tokyo and Okinawa as usual. And then if you can, of course, try to get as much as possible of mainland Japan. And depending on your war score, it may be possible to get even all of it. Yeah, nice. We got all of mainland Japan. That's actually great. Let's get some war reparations and resource rights. We can at least. That's perfect. Okay, very happy with this. And now, without losing any time, don't know where my claim is expiring, but I feel like it might have been pretty close. We had one more month. That's okay. So let's go after Yugoslavia and Romania.
Attention.
I will send these guys back to Europe, although it will probably take a while to go back here.
Yes, sir.
And you know what I didn't do, and I should have done quite a long time ago? Look at our planes in here. I completely forgot about this, but please don't in your run, because these planes are going to make a difference, especially against the Soviet Union. Probably we didn't have that many during the war against the Soviet Union, but look at this. This is crazy. Okay, now we will never lock planes again. Okay.
Attention.
And let's start both offensives and send the navy back to the Mediterranean Sea. Actually, I would like maybe from Marseille we can start a naval invasion of Spain slightly later. Do not expect Yugoslavia and Romania to be much of a problem. They will join the European Federation, which is owned by France, but I don't think France is considered a major. Actually, they already capitulated, so we just need Yugoslavia and Romania to go down. By the way, the mistake here was not taking France entirely in the first peace conference when we defeated them. Unfortunately, the Axis didn't do that. Germany didn't do that, so that's why we still have France around.
Ready. Ready. Yes, sir. Move out.
Romania is down. Oh, you know what? We could also take Bulgaria. Yes, absolutely. Let's take Bulgaria too.
Ready, sir.
Oh, perfect. Okay, we got Romania, Yugoslavia, the remaining part of Free France, and soon we'll get Bulgaria as well. So in this case, we just puppet everyone. We get resource rights for reparations. Navies. We don't need any of this, but why not? Perfect. And we get ready for the for Spain. I'm going for one offensive army up here, because this is a difficult push. Oh, you know what? Actually, we can go from Gibraltar. We have Gibraltar as the UK, which is great. Let's go from Gibraltar with one army, and another army, unfortunately, we need to take care of Bulgaria. I think we can call Romania against Bulgaria. It should be fine. Okay, let's just build infrastructures all over Canada. This may be a bit of an overkill, actually. At this point, maybe we can just upgrade our own core land. You know, it's not going to make much of a difference in the end, as we don't know what to produce anyway. Do need to be careful not to let these expire.
Attention!
You're not walking, right? You're not telling me that you're walking all the way from Japan to France, right? Guys, what the hell are you doing? These freaking trains, for fuck's sake. Okay, and with Indian autonomy completed, we can now. Actually, let me do that again. And with Indian autonomy completed, we can now hold the Imperial Conference, which is great, but it also means that we want to improve relations with all of our dominions. So we'll start with Canada. Now, as you can see, we already have a plus 100, so that's great. But the Imperial Conference is going to give us a penalty of minus 100. So just to be safe, we want to improve relations with all of them. Canada, South Africa, Australia, New Zealand, and India. We don't care about Malaya. Okay, we got the claim on Bulgaria, so let's go after Bulgaria, and then we will have to go after Spain immediately because we're about to lose the claim. Let's do Spain as well. And finally, let's also justify on Portugal. Gonna take a bit longer, but that's okay. Ah, right, we also need to call Romania. This was faster. Stop it. Oh, come on, Romania, seriously. Do them one by one. Perfect. Now that we freed another army here, we can send them to the northern border with Spain. Maybe we can start pushing Spain from the north too. Oh, let me mention one thing which is important. Now we are taking Spain, Portugal, Bulgaria, Romania separately. But technically, if you want to go for a world conquest, the best tactic would be to claim all of these countries, to tug all of them while you're at war with a major. Ideally with a fascist major if they're fascist countries, communist major if they are democratic or communist. So we should have done this during the war with the Axis to get the best possible results. Although Spain doesn't join them actually, but Romania, Yugoslavia and Bulgaria possibly would have joined them. And the reason we are doing it now is that this was not meant to be a full world conquest. This will not be a full world conquest. Simply while we're waiting for the conference, we have nothing else to do. Why not expanding a bit more? That's the reasoning. I have a video with Japan in which we go for a world conquest, and you should check that one out if you want to plan a world conquest from the very early game, because that one is meant in that way.
All in. Ready. Attention.
Ecuadorian Union. That's not good, for example, see, because now other countries might join them, and Spain will not join them, but Portugal may. And I don't want to be at war with the Ecuadorian Union. Democratic Ecuadorian Union is the only thing that Portugal can join. I think there is a pretty decent chance that Portugal joins them. So we may have to give up on Portugal, because I really don't want to go to Ecuador.
Ready. Ready, sir. Ready.
This guy's got here, but there is no time for a naval invasion anymore, so... That's the end of the war in South America, but I still don't know if we can take Portugal. Oh my god.
Ready. Attention. Yes, sir.
Spain never gives up easily. Give them that. Well, now it would be time to give up. Okay. Perfect. So let's pop at Spain. And now, in terms of conquest, the only other thing that I would conquer is Portugal, so that then we own all of Europe except for Switzerland, but I'm not going to wait for 1 billion days to get the claim, so Switzerland will be there, peaceful, as they should. And Portugal. Portugal is a tricky one, because if they join that South American coalition, then I will literally kill myself. If they don't, we can take them. The only chance, I think, is to take them very fast. We can try, but if they join that coalition, I will just reload because I don't want to fight them. So let's see how it goes. Okay, the Imperial Conference now. We got -100 relations with all dominions, but if we did everything correctly, we should still have +100 with all of them. That's absolutely perfect. And that means the instructions are in the description as well, but that means that we can pick all of these decisions without spending additional political power. However, the reason why I say that you should keep some extra political power with you is that if your dominions are at less than 100 opinion of you, in fact, if they are at 90 or plus, from 90 to 100 opinion of you, you should spend 25 political power for each decision. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. So when I pick the first one, we get an event, and it says, let's hope that they agree, not spend anything. Or we can spend 25 political power, or we can spend 50 political power. So you should spend 25 if the opinion is between 90 and 99, nothing if it's at 100, and 50 political power if the opinion is between 80 and 90. Now, if the opinion is below 80, even spending 50 political power will not guarantee that they accept. So you should also guarantee them, because guaranteeing the independence of a country does increase their opinion of you. Though, as you can see, it becomes quite expensive in terms of political power. By the way, everything I just said mostly applies to the Imperial Federation. These other ones, they can still refuse even if you spend political power. So we are not going to spend any political power here. In the meantime, by the way, we are going to pick suppress subjects. And let's see what happens. See, Canada refused despite the opinion of us being the highest possible. But that's okay, because these are minor decisions. We don't particularly care about these ones. We do care about the last one, though. They're not completely useless, though. See, for example, the bonuses that you can see down there for 365 days, they are pretty good bonuses, and we get them because they accepted, and we get them for each of them accepting, so that's very good, actually. The appeasement, pay attention, because this one you can only pick if you're at peace, so if you were still involved in your wars in Europe, you need to be careful, because we have a limited amount of time to complete these, so that's a bit risky. Wars? What wars? And finally, the Imperial Federation. Again, as I mentioned, in this case, we don't need to worry. So we can just hope that the dominions agree. And with 100 opinion of us, it's guaranteed that all of them will agree. So we don't need to worry about that. So, New Zealand accepts. India, Australia, South Africa, and Canada. That's all of them. So this was a success. So what happens now? What happens now is that in order to pick the next focus, which is the Imperial Federation, we need all of them to be Rijkscommissariat at least. So we lack South Africa, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. Only India is already in the right spot. Let's see how far we are from getting the other ones though, because I think we are pretty close. What we will probably lack the most is political power. In fact, at this point, since that's the main issue, we'll actually stop suppress subjects, so we get more political power. Because I think with our convoys that we built from the very early game, we should be able to decrease their autonomy right away. Let's see. Yeah, we definitely are able to do that. Actually, it's basically already done. So let's send like 300, nothing to Canada, 500. Okay, so South Africa is the farthest one. So we want over 1,000 for South Africa and 500 for... Okay, let's do it. Start Lend-Lease, you send convoys. Now, they had 1,000 points of autonomy, so we want to decrease that. So about 1,400 convoys will do it. You can check down here. Then Australia was only 200. Should be easy. Send convoys for 200 points. And New Zealand was about 500. And I believe the other one, which was Canada, is already basically there. The autonomy will also decrease by itself, by the way. So even if you don't do anything at this point, plus we have the free factories that we can use to invest further in there. I'm just building military factories to show you how strong the economy can become, but we don't really need them. Okay, let's see if this is Canada. Okay, so we should be fine with Canada at this point. Yeah, we just need the other ones. We just need a little bit more political power, and we are ready basically. That's very good. That's very early too. Let's go for Australia. Now Italy will be a bit more annoying, and we need Italy for the EU, unfortunately. Where is Italy? Ah, well, it's not that bad actually. I thought it would be more expensive. We got a claim on Portugal. Let's see if we can do it, or if they join some weird coalition. Okay, never mind. This is something you really want to avoid. You don't want Chile to be involved in your wars. It's very, very annoying, because it will be considered a major, meaning we need to go down there. That's not happening, so I guess no Portugal for us this time. You got away with it, Portugal. Good job. You're safe for now. Unless I come back to this run at some point and go for the full world conquest. Italy is not a priority, and the priority is New Zealand and South Africa. Okay, we got everything we need, so we can pick the Imperial Federation, and we're going to do that. And we're going to do that right away. Now, the only thing we want to do is, before the Imperial Federation focus is completed, we also want to create the Pan-North American state, and that's the trick that we're going to use to core the United States. I mean, we can do it already, it doesn't change much, but technically it's better to keep them under our control until the very end. You know, we don't care. So at this point, we create the Pan-North American state, we will break the game for a bit, and then when the game comes back to life, there will no longer be the British Empire here, there will no longer be Canada up here, there will be a new Dominion. Maybe. Or maybe not. There we go. The Dominion of North America, which is coring. Now it says occupied state, but soon it will be a core state. So which has cores on Canada and the United States, and that Dominion will be annexed by us with the Imperial Federation. Yeah, that's sad, but Portugal cannot be attacked now. Are you ready, boys? It's almost time. Only 3 more days, 2 more days, and there we go. The Imperial Federation is completed. The Empire strikes back. There we are. Well, our final goal is achieved. The rise of the Empire. Let's give it a couple of days to register the new factories and stuff. Also build more. We're not done yet though, huh? Because we also need to take Italy. I just need a little bit more political power, and then we can also form the European Union. So this is only the first part of it. But so what did we do? What did we achieve by creating the empire? Well, what we achieved is we cored our dominions. As you can see, Canada is a core state. The United States, all of the United States are a core state. South Africa, everything is oh. This one should be a core, yeah. South Africa is a core. Australia is a core. New Zealand is a core. Unfortunately, the Raj is not a core. India remains as an occupied state. That's something we cannot change. Okay, one more step, and then we are done. I'm very happy that we are able to do this actually in... we have too many factories. I don't know what to do with them. Very happy that we're able to do this in early 1941 or in mid 1931. That's impressive. Because this is very early in the game. Okay, now let's make... we need to annex Italy, not integrated puppet. So this will be tough. This will be very tough in terms of political power. Not for other reasons, but political power, yes. A bit annoying, but that's okay. So... 1,375. And we also got all of our convoys back when we annexed the Dominions. So. Yeah, I knew it would be more difficult to take Italy. I remember that it's more expensive to annex puppets than it is for Dominions. We just have to wait a bit longer. No, that's not fun. The researchers. We need all of the political power we can get. $200 political power. This will force me to get the Fascist European Union in 1942. It's sad, but that's alright. In some of my runs, actually, Italy tried to declare an independence war, and so we crushed them, and that was better, but not this time. Oh, there's still a chance to get this in 1941. Come on, we can do it. I don't remember if creating the Fascist European Union has a cost or not. Okay, we can annex Italy, and with Italy annexed, we should also be able to realize the European Union. It doesn't have a cost, that's amazing. So what this does is it gives us cores on the Netherlands, Belgium, France, Italy, and Germany. Let's do it. Unification of Europe. And I will end on the 30th of December, just to show that we did all of these in 1941. So that's how OP the Fascist United Kingdom can be. Now, of course, I know many of you suggested it in the comments. Why don't you just go for the Civil War? And yes, the Civil War is very strong, but I wanted to go for a Fascist UK path without a Civil War. You know, fighting a Civil War is always a bit challenging. You need to win it, you need to play it well. I don't like cheesing the Civil War, so I will definitely cover that too in a future video. But for now, you have a very solid guide on how to make the UK insanely OP, 7 million manpower with limited conscription, 1,600 factories in 1941, and this is how much of the world we already control. So if you wanted to go for a full world conquest, of course it would be very easy. We're not going to do that in this run. This is the end of the run. This is the real grand finale. I'm very, very satisfied with how this run went. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you're trying it, I think it's fairly easy and straightforward. But if you're encountering any difficulties, feel free to let me know. And feel free to let me know if you have any other suggestions. And then I can't wait to share with you also in future updates, of course, the Civil War version of this guide, in which we probably achieve the same results even earlier in the game. Guys, if you enjoyed this video and this run, as you can see, a lot of work went into it, so I would really appreciate if you could show it by liking the video, letting me know in the comments, and of course subscribing to the channel, which always helps a lot. And well, nothing else really. I will be working in the next few weeks on updating some of the older guides. The Soviet Union will be the first one. I also plan to work on France again. So for a few weeks, you will see some older guides being updated and renewed. They really needed it. For the Soviet Union in particular, I think I will make a step-by-step guide this time. So it will be an unedited video in which I also share the updated version. And if you're a member of the channel, I'm also reworking many of the spreadsheets, making them a bit easier to read. I added another file which includes all of the abbreviations that I'm using so that you can see exactly what I'm doing. You can know what sub-equip mean, what mil or sieve means. And of course, many of you already know, but some newer players may be struggling with those terms. So you can find all of that there. That's really all for this video, guys. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.